Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kip's Clips. So, down at Glasgow Green, the Tansmit festival. I'm too old and fucking moany to go to things with loud music, I kid you not. But I thought I'd come down and check it out anyway. I seen on the face bags that there was a, I think it was either Friday or Saturday, there was a wee Palestine protest and whatnot out there, man. So I thought I'd pop my nose down today while I was here and come and see what was happening. But nothing but a big stupid festival. I don't know, you can tell I'm getting too old, man. But nevertheless, I thought I would pop down for 5 minutes and show you a few sights and sounds. People that watched the other day when I was doing the Orange Walk and I was walking back into town in the Gala Casino. Oh shit, very bad. Too many people using their 4G down here. And I showed you the big G on the. Casino. Well, there's another big G, big massive G, right in front of the obelisk. And fucking 10-ton of security barriers. I'll go and show you the armed cops and all that as well right at the beginning, man. Fuck's sake, check this out. Honestly, just big hordes of cops everywhere with their big fucking machine guns and shit. Don't know if they're trying to go in. Hope he's not skipping the queue, guys. Try to see if the cops had this. You skipping the queue? Tickets. Tickets out, guys. Some of them have got a sense of humour, man. Some of them just look at you as if you get 10 heats, but some of them think you've got a sense of humour.
You'll not get me that wee selfie stick.
It's alright, mate, I don't want to go in. I'm not here to go in, mate, don't worry. Don't worry about me and my selfie stick, my man. Me and my selfie stick will never be parted. Fuck's sake, man, see what happens when you give people a fucking yellow vest? Excuse me, mate, you won't get in with that hat. Fuck's sake. What's the script with selfie sticks, mate? Why are they banned selfie sticks?
Do you want the truthful answer or do you want the diplomatic answer?
Both. The bullshit, you give me the bullshit one first.
Right, bullshit one first. Are you videoing this, sir?
Nah, this is, but it's only on myself.
Right.
Your face isn't on it.
No, that's fine. Basically because they can be used as weapons, that is why we don't allow them. You'd be surprised the damage I've seen done to people's faces.
Is it because of recording and all that?
It's not to do with the recording, it is the damage I've seen with like, people's faces and stuff like that have been whipped to them. People have used them as whipping sticks and stuff like that before. The diplomatic answer...
I've took my tripod to a few protests myself, man.
So just get whipped. Like I said, mate, and the kind of diplomatic one is just because they say that it ruins people's view.
No worries, mate, have a good...
It's because it can be used as a weapon.
No worries, mate, cheers. There you go, man. Fucking hell, selfie sticks banned. Hey, I need to figure out how the fuck I get out of here without walking in this maze of bullshit. I'm going to ask this dude over here. Oh man, some of the music actually sounds good. Excuse me, buddy, what's the best way of getting out here without going through the rat race? Just in that way?
Oh, that way.
Cheers, my man. Have a good one, buddy. Go back down the front. Show you fucking... Welcome to Glasgow. Show us your fucking ticket and get your selfie sticks fucking away. But welcome to Glasgow. Have a good time. Man, I'm cracked up. I can't believe they've banned selfie sticks because they're getting used as weapons. New one on me. Anyway, what's the world coming to, buddy, when they ban selfie sticks from my gig?
I know, I've seen that. It's a joke, innit?
I was asking the guy why. Anyway. You don't feel such a walloper walking about with a selfie stick down at a festival, just everybody's wondering if you're recording yourself and shit, man. But I don't know. The selfie sticks rule. I don't even know if there's been anybody in the chat. No, not that I've seen. You're not going to, like, I don't know. Just thought I would poke my head down here and show you the outside of the festival. And people that like a wee bit of symbolism flung in and all that, stick Glasgow green into your Google Earth. You'll see the all-seeing eye at the apex of a pyramid and everything, man.
I got just thinking of it.
Go and check it out, man, it's interesting. But let me go on. Just want to show you the armed coppers. Yes, you'll get used to it. Alright, my man, there's Don Parker. How you doing? Nice to see somebody in the chat. Just really wanted to come down and show you the militarisation of a fucking music festival. Crazy days, man, honestly. Oh, look, there's the armed response they're away. Can't find them. Oh no, a lie. They're there. Oh. There we go. Right, here's the McClelland Arch. Right in front of the High Court of Glasgow. Beyond the arch, on the floor, is the all-seeing eye. And I'll show you the wee line-up. Right. So there's the arch, there's the obelisk in the middle of the arch. We're now facing not a degree in, not a degree out, but the Great Pyramids of Egypt. See if I can grab a cop, see if they're interested. I wonder if they'd be interested in this stuff. I don't know. Let me see if I can find interested in a wee bit of esoteric knowledge from where they're hanging about. It's the rain on, by the way. If the rain gets too heavy, I'm just going to have to kill it. Fuck it, armed cops. Why not? Right, hold on, I'll keep the camera on me just at first. See if I can get some pictures with me with British Finest.
I need to smile.
Are you charging for pictures, guys? How much is it a picture? Guns are cool, kids.
There's a photo as well, mate, in there, alright? Have a good time, enjoy the show. No problem.
You here all day?
6 o'clock, mate.
6 o'clock. What time do you... He's interested in a wee bit of, I don't know, what would you call it? Symbolism in your own city. Is there Glasgow boys like you, sir?
I'm not for Glasgow. No, I'm not for Glasgow either.
Right. Well, you for Ayrshire, mate? Oh, we're interested in this anyway, right? Like, you know that's the High Court, obviously, right?
Right.
Right, and you've got the McClelland Arch, which looks very similar to the Arc de Triomphe and stuff, right? You get them all over the place. And then just like in France as well, you know the Arc de Triomphe in France, you've got the obelisk. Right, so you can trace it back, it go back to Babylon, but the Egyptian one, and not a lot of people know this, it is actually pretty cool. So you get the High Court, and if you look on Google Earth, see that bit there of Glasgow Green, you can't see it from the ground, but you'll see at the apex of the pyramid the all-seeing eye, right, which is on the dollar bill. Right, so you've got the High Court behind you, you've got the all-seeing eye, which to first degree Masons means it's the Masonic law, and then you put the arch there, and if you put the obelisk right in the middle, that's you, not a degree in, not a degree out, facing the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Go do it in your Google Earth, mate. Aye, spot on, honestly. And then, as I said, like to first degree Masons, it means Masonic law. Then if you go up to the Grand Lodge, Trade Halls, just down for the City Chambers, yet again you've got the old Sheriff Court. Then you've got the old Sheriff Court. Outside the old Sheriff Court, you've got this sculpture. It's like a basket with tools in it, but again, it's phallus.
It's like
a phallus thing that represents the penis, like Osiris's, like the obelisk there. And then on the apex, or whatever you call that, the Grand Lodge, you've got a bell. Signifies the what would you call it, the shield for Glasgow. You get the bell, the fish and all that. But then if you see the bell, if you look at the coat arms, mate, and if you look at the bell, it's swinging, and it can represent an eye, which again would represent the Masonical saying eye. So,
did you get all this? What was it?
Just study it, mate. My dad was a Mason, and then I just get into all the symbolism and all the Road West and stuff. I was just covering the Orange Walk the other week there. So you go down Paisley Road West, you've got the old apartments. I don't know where they are now, I think they're apartments. But on top of the old co-op building, right, well, you've got, on the side of it, you've got representing cooperation, you've got the handshake in stone, right, which could also be seen as the Masonic handshake. Right on top of the building, you've got a Statue of Liberty. Like, you know, you've got the Statue of Liberty in New York. You've got one on the City Chambers. So if you look at the ancients, you've got one there.
One right at the top, man.
So the co-op building there, look right on top of it, you'll see as you go over the Tradeston Bridge, a big gold one. And then as you're walking down Paisley Road West, you'll come to Govan Cross. Now it's an Italian restaurant now. I don't know what it used to be back in the day, but it's when you go to Govan or you continue down Paisley Road West. And right on top of that you get, what would you call it, Lucifer, the winged angel. Looking down at the angel bar and the ark, so it's all mixed into like Noah's Ark and then the fallen angel and Luciferianism, and because it's like the winged angel in gold. You also, I don't know if you've ever done the tour of the City Chambers. It's amazing, man, amazing again. But right, it's open every day. They do it every day.
I've heard it's really good.
Amazing, mate. Amazing. Like, unfortunately, the woman that gives you the tour is just like a glorified receptionist, so she gets a brochure and she does her best. So you're best looking into a wee bit of the history and all that beforehand. But right up at the gallery, you get all the Lord Provosts, the gallery with all the murals of the Lord Provost and stuff. And on one side you've got 6, again, Lucifers, like it's the golden winged angel, androgynous, pregnant and all that. It's like a man's face with horns, but it's androgynous, represents the Baphomet, as above so below. And you've got 6 one side, 6 the other side, which if you go into the Kabbalah and the numerology in the Kabbalah, it's the 66, which represents the fallen angel. I don't know, man.
It's interesting stuff, mate.
Oh, mate, I love all this stuff. Love it. It means you can read so much in your own city, man. See, Glasgow is absolutely steeped in it.
So much, don't we? Because we just take it for granted.
Mate, well, I don't know. See, for me, it's not a coincidence that when you line that all up, you are not a degree in, not a degree out, right? And then even like my dad, I've got my Bible and my dad passed away, and it's like just all the stuff you get to the first degree Masons, and I read all that. And it's only like, obviously the more you go up the more you learn and stuff, but just knowing that wee bit of knowledge and researching and stuff, you can read all your own city and stuff, man. So I love that sort of stuff.
Well, I'll look more at that. I need to pay more attention to these things, man.
It's fascinating. It's fascinating, man. It's not even that. You see, before I learned all this stuff, I never walked around the city, never even looking up. See now, man, all the buildings talk to you, man.
What do when you walk around Glasgow to look up?
Oh, well, look, see the co-op building. The co-op building, man. Look at that down in Tracing. It's a massive big building, on that. I still need to figure out what the one in next door to it used to be. I don't know what it used to be, but then obviously it's down at Tradeston, that's where all the trade used to happen and all that, and then the co-op, and I don't know, it's fascinating anyway.
It's all money, wasn't it?
Well, we were the second, Glasgow was the second city of the empire at the time, do you know what I mean? We were that's why the Glaswegians hated King George, because he was fucking up our business, because he was arguing with the Americans and stuff, and that's why when you go to America, yet again, like, they've got a bigger cock than us. They've got the biggest obelisk in the world. Sorry? Donald Trump, debatable, aye. Well, I don't know who's the bigger cock, Trump or me. I'll leave you guys know to answer that.
No comment.
But I first found out this symbolism here by comparing it to all the stuff in France. Arc de Triomphe, and then you've got an obelisk. I think it's the Luxor obelisk. The French actually brought it back for Egypt and stuff, and it's all done in the same period. And then when you go and look at the layout of the Washington DC and stuff, that was the Washington DC. That was the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. That's because Glasgow was it 2 or 3 weeks ahead? During the British Empire times and the Victorian times, we were so close to America because we were like 2-3 weeks trade winds ahead of everywhere else. Right. So Glasgow was the best place to trade. See you later on. There we go, man. Telling the cops a wee bit of symbolism about their own city. Bob.
Nice job, your ticket's perfect, thank you. Thanks. You okay, Bob?
Just trying to make sure I'm not getting knocked down there. Oh, shit. Well. Right, it's getting a bit boring now. It's me done 15 minutes. The rain's threatening to come on a wee bit heavier. I'll walk up the road. But aye, there we go, man. Sorry, buddy. Interesting, sit and talk to the armed response coppers. Let them know a wee bit of the symbolism and whatnot in the city and stuff. They seem genuinely interested and whatnot. You just can't tell how much they're doing. I don't know. I'm kind of used to people looking at me through a smirk, going, "You're fucking, you know, that just you're batshit crazy." Look, but fuck it. Right. So, well, I was going to say this is High Street. Don't know if you can see. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you that. But it actually says the Salt Market. Can learn something new every day. I thought this was High Street. This is the oldest, this is the medieval street in Glasgow, High Street. I'm sure it's the High Street. The Salt Market, as you can see, goes right down to the Clyde side. And all the way up to the cathedral, which makes sense. Aye, this is the Salt Market. High Street must start up at Glasgow Cross then, but it's one in the same street. Pretty much just a continuing up until you but technically speaking High Street must start when you go up by Glasgow Cross and whatnot. Fuck's sake, man. What I'll do is, this was interesting. Daniel Bostock was doing stuff about history of the police force down in England. Oh, hold on, I want to show you this. I didn't notice this. I'd never noticed this before. Just need to make sure I don't get knocked down. I'd never noticed this before. And I want to know more. But right, Shamgate halal meat. Don't know. Thought I seen that. It's obviously not the Star of David, but anyway. Right, I'll go up to Glasgow Cross. You know, I need to learn more about the slave cells. Apparently they're under here at Glasgow Cross. The guy I met up at the necropolis was telling me about it. Said that he'd been down them and stuff. No reason to doubt the guy. I've definitely heard people talking about it before. And I'll go and show you the old cop building. And apparently the Glasgow police didn't take them to court, but they ended up in court to argue about who could claim to be the oldest police force or the oldest modern police force. Semantics, and you're splitting hairs and stuff quite a lot. But very interesting to go and check it out. How you doing, buddy? What, mate?
I'm jumping a bit homeless now. Have you got a pound on?
Oh, mate, I haven't even skint. Good luck, man. It's weird that somebody be nice to you and ask you for money 2 seconds later. Right, this is Glasgow Cross. Now, in most cities, I forget the name of what that's called. Fuck, there's the unicorn right on top of it as well. Right, and I might be wrong in saying this, but shit, I wish I could remember. I should actually research some of this stuff before. I really should start researching this before talking shite. What the hell is that? Can you just read that? Is that Mercat building? Sometimes my camera can see better than my fucking eyeballs, I kid you not. But there's Glasgow Cross. That used to be joined onto another building where they used to hang people. It used to be like a jail, basically. But let me go and show you the other. The old... Don't do that. Everybody's fucking bounces up, wants to know what you're filming. Aye, everybody that's just joined, make sure you go and re-watch it, man. I was just talking to the armed cops outside. I don't even know the name of that festival, Tansmit I think it's called. I was standing outside it. It's like, hear me, what the fuck's the name of this? I have no idea what the name of this is. This is the building I'm talking about here. This is the old cops building. And again, I forgot more. It's now the Tron Theatre, but it used to be the old police force building, Glasgow Police building. Like their headquarters. How you doing, Matt? In the evening. So 117 years old this building is. 1899. What police building wouldn't be complete with a wee naked boy? With his wee willy hanging out. That means somebody take a picture of that and... Hey, hold on, I'll show you this. This will... Here we go. This is what it was after. City of Glasgow Police. First formed 1779. Reformed 1789. So the 1779 is how they claim to be the oldest modern police force. And they have took the Met Police to court to win, and they won their battle apparently. Successfully established under the Glasgow Police Act 30th of June 1800 and mustered within this building, then known as the Laykirk, I don't even know how to speak Scottish, on the 15th of November 1800. Stood down on the 15th of May 1975, fuck's sake, on the formation of Strathclyde Police, erected by the Glasgow Police Heritage Society and Strathclyde Joint Police Board. So, stick those dates into your thing, mate. Go and check them to the Met Police, go and check them to the claims of the police force down in London that Daniel Bostock was talking about the other day. You also find similar police forces over in London, in France. All of them kind of claim, but what you'll find is they all popped up in and around the port. And it was all to stop people stealing off the merchants from the sea. They managed to bring the law of the sea, the commercial law, onto land. Sounds a bit bizarre, I know, but something to think about. And let me show you. That's where they used to jail people. Apparently there's slave things and all that still down there. Slave cells still down there. Wow, check this building out, man. I don't know if you can see that. I'm pretty sure that's 1855. And look how worn away that is. I don't know how well you will pick that up. That's very strange. I'll tell you why. It looks like it's been deliberately wore away. If you look at that, that's all perfectly preserved. But that one looks like it's been deliberately wore away. Almost as if there was something up there and they no longer wanted up there. Right. Just go for a wee stroll, see what else I can see. There's lots of interesting things to see about here, man. As I said, this is the Tron Gate. I fucking think what's the name of a street? Argyle Street it turns into. Right, I think it's still the Tron Gate just now. See, even myself when I'm coming from Glasgow, I never fail to see new stuff I hadn't seen before. See, on this street, I'm actually kind of proud of myself for knowing this. You can tell, for me this has been a good lesson in telling the difference between Victorian and Georgian architecture. Georgian architecture, King George before Queen Victoria. And on this street you get Georgian architecture as well as Victorian architecture. Do you know Macarino? In the evening, everybody in the chat, there's Paula B, Rebecca, Vadum. How yous all doing? If yous are just in, make sure yous go back and check it out. It's just round the front of Glasgow Green, talking to the armed cops about the Masonic symbolism in the city. And I asked them, are yous Glasgow boys? Nah. Stupid question. Cops are not allowed to police in their own area anymore. They might have more sympathies for their community than the fucking rule book. Let me show you this. Let me if I can show you. Fuck, I know the story behind that. It's an old hospital or something. Right. And then, man, this is stinking here. And then right in front of it, your McDoug's. Right. I'm getting far too many funny looks now. Right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed that. There's a wee half hour, wee quick tour, some stuff. I'm going to go for a piss. Thumbs it up, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all the good stuff. Leave all your comments. I'll read and respond to as many as I can. If you want to support any of the bull crap I do, feel free to use the Patreon and PayPal buttons down below. It's much appreciated and it helps me do all this crap, get out and about and do more stuff. So, thanks to everybody that has. Right to YouTube, thanks for listening. Catchies!